Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our news channel. Students, let's start with the first article. So, in the first article, we are discussing NAS. What is NAS? NAS stands for National Achievement Survey. Now, students, it's a huge test organized by Ministry of Education every 3 years. Okay, so students from class 3, 5, 8 and 10, they are tested in subjects like mathematics हो गया, science, okay, language, environmental science, social science for older grades. So the idea is to measure how much students are actually learning in schools and how schools are doing across each state. Okay, so it's not like a competition, but it's more like a healthy checkup for learning. कि सारे स्कूल जो है ऑल ओवर द कंट्री, बेसिकली जो स्टेट्स हैं वो कैसा परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, स्टूडेंट्स आर एक्चुअली लर्निंग और नॉट, वेदर दे आर जस्ट एनरोल्ड इन स्कूल्स, कि सिर्फ नाम के लिए ही स्कूल में एनरोल्ड है लेकिन एक्चुअल में जो लर्निंग आउटकम है वो नहीं मिल रहा है. तो इन सबको चेक करने के लिए वी हैव नेशनल एजुकेशन सर्वे डन बाय मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन, राइट? But just like a health test checks only some parts of your body, the NAS doesn't capture everything about education. It doesn't test creativity. It doesn't check emotional growth, teamwork, curiosity, civic values. Still, it gives an important signal. Okay? Although ये सब चीजें नहीं होते, लेकिन फिर भी बहुत सारी चीजों के लिए, जैसे लर्निंग आउटकम के लिए, ये एक इम्पॉर्टेंट सर्वे है. ओके, और 2025 के जो सर्वे है उसमें हिमाचल प्रदेश को काफी अच्छा रैंक मिला है, राइट? सो इमेजिन दिस, इन 2021 हिमाचल रैंक्ड 21st इन द एनएएस. 21st मतलब बॉटम से आप देख सकते हो कितने ज्यादा पीछे था. But by 2025, it had jumped 16 places to reach top 5. Now, people were shocked. How did a small hill state with difficult geography pull this off? So let's take a quick history walk. See, after independence, what happened? Uh, Under the leadership of first chief minister, okay, Y.S. Parmar, this, who was the state's first chief minister, he basically Himachal became a model state in education. Thousands of schools opened in remote villages. But by 2000s and 2010, public schooling in Himachal began to decline. Okay, 2000 और 2010 तक आते आते पब्लिक स्कूलिंग डिक्लाइन हो गई थी. Fewer regular teachers were appointed. Contractual jobs were there because contractual job became the norm. And families, they also started losing faith in government schools. Even जो रिमोट एरियाज थे वहां पे प्राइवेट स्कूल ज्यादा बढ़ने लगे. सो पब्लिक का जो कॉन्फिडेंस है वो पब्लिक स्कूल्स में, गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स में, वो थोड़ा सा वो डिक्रीज होने लगा. बट देन केम अ बोल्ड सेट ऑफ रिफॉर्म्स, ओके, अंडर द करंट चीफ मिनिस्टर. सो since taking office, Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu, the several reforms were introduced, जैसे smart merging of schools were made. More than 1,000 under enrolled schools were merged. उनको merge कर दिया. क्यों? क्योंकि देखो हिमाचल प्रदेश की अगर हम बात करते हैं, डेमोग्राफी की बात करते हैं, सो its population growth is slowing. Fewer children are being born. So instead of wasting teachers and buildings in empty schools, they combine them to use resources wisely. Okay? Second reform, education department. Okay? Education department. Earlier, different officials managed pre-primary and senior classes. Now, school uniform education was unified under a single directorate from pre-primary to class 12th. So all schools are now managed by one directorate. This made the system more focused and accountable. Okay. Third reform is exposure for students and teachers. High performing students and teachers were set on national and international visits so that they're able to see best practices and return inspired. They also introduced reforms where schools were encouraged to make decisions locally, local level पर. So this gave students a sense of belonging and teachers more control, क्योंकि उन्हें पता है लोकल लेवल पर सबकी अलग अलग नीड्स होती हैं, right? And there's also cluster based model. Group of schools in nearby areas formed clusters to share resources, community participation, supporting each other, and the result, a revival of public education. So this has made Himachal Pradesh to perform better in NAS. Okay, but of course, uh, the question is, does the NAS reflect these efforts? Not entirely. Okay, Himachal's NAS rank improved, but remember, NAS only shows test results in few subjects. It doesn't tell us, are children happy in school? Are they learning to think and question? Are teachers motivated and well trained? Is the school environment safe and inclusive? So we must be careful. Performance in test is not the finish line, because students, education is about creating kind, responsible, and curious citizens. Still, keeping all this in mind, Himachal's story is worth celebrating because it brings hope back to government school. आपने देखा होगा government school पे focus आ रहा है. Okay? तो अगर गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में वहां पर पढ़ाई अच्छी है, परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा है, तो सब majority of parents would like to enroll their students in government school only, right? तो ये सारी चीजें हैं. अब हम नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल की तरफ जाते हैं. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, before discussing the next article, go to your kitchen, pick up any biscuit packet, instant noodles, chocolates or chips. Now जब आप ये उठाओगे, okay, stop the video and look at the ingredients, right? So you will likely find something called palm oil, palmolene oil, or या फिर palm oil नाम से होगा. So what is it? What is palm oil? Students, palm oil is a vegetable oil made from the fruit of oil palm trees, and palm oil is grown mainly in Indonesia and Malaysia. इंडोनेशिया और मलेशिया में इसको ज़्यादा उगाया जाता है, प्रोड्यूस किया जाता है. और ये एक तरीके का क्या है, वेजिटेबल ऑयल मेड फ्रॉम द फ्रूट ऑफ ऑयल palm trees. Now, this palm oil is quite cheap. It is easy to store, and it has a long shelf life. That's the reason why more than 50% of packaged food, and even in soap, shampoo and toothpaste, it is used. So you might be thinking that It sounds useful, right? But here's the catch. Palm oil, see, this article says that although palm oil, when it is consumed in moderation, it's not evil, especially when it is processed, in a safe manner, in a healthy manner, in an efficient manner. But excess palm oil contains something called saturated fats, saturated fats, which a large amount can increase the bad cholesterol in our body. It can raise heart disease risk and it will contribute to obesity, especially in kids. But it also, like I said earlier, it depends on how the oil is processed. Well, some products they use chemically refined palm oil, which may be harmful, more harmful, and others use sustainably processed oil with fewer additives. So the risk actually depends on the amount consumed, how much amount of palm oil is being consumed, the type of food it's in, एंड द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस कैसे उसको यूज किया जा रहा है. देखो स्टूडेंट्स, पाम ऑयल अपने आप में दिस आर्टिकल इज सेइंग इज नॉट इविल, बट इट डिपेंड्स हाउ इट इज बीइंग यूज्ड. सोप्स में भी है वो, तो शैम्पू में भी यूज हो रहा है, राइट? अब उसको बार बार हीट करके अगर खाना पकाया जाएगा तो ऑयल तो कोई भी है. सी, एवरी ऑयल व्हेन इट इज रीहीटेड एंड इट इज यूज्ड, इट्स हार्मफुल फॉर आवर हेल्थ. ओके. और साथ ही साथ कुछ उसमें जैसे सैचुरेटेड फैट्स हैं, राइट? तो उसको प्रोसेस कैसे किया जा रहा है, केमिकल प्रोसेस अगर यूज किया जा रहा है, सो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन अमाउंट कंज्यूम्ड, हाउ मच ऑफ पाम ऑयल इज बीइंग कंज्यूम्ड. अगर बहुत ज्यादा कंजप्शन है तो उसका तो ऑफ कोर्स इट्स गोना बी हार्मफुल फॉर बॉडी, राइट? So always read nutrition labels and limit deep fried or ultra processed snacks. Ultra processed snacks तो वैसे भी नहीं खाने चाहिए. ओके. अब एनवायरमेंटल साइड की अगर हम बात करें, सो palm oil students, it's also a bit controversial. Reason being of how it is grown. To grow palm plantation, बहुत सारे रेन फॉरेस्ट काटे जाते हैं. रेन फॉरेस्ट एंड यू नो दैट रेन फॉरेस्ट आर known as the lungs of earth. Rain forests are what? Lungs of the earth, right? So to grow plantation, rainforests are cut down, and this causes deforestation, loss of habitats for animals like orangutans and tigers, and this also increase carbon emission. But the problem isn't palm oil alone, it's unsustainable farming. So some companies they use RS RSPO certified RSPO certified sustainable palm oil, which is better for the planet. So as future consumers and citizens, students, we must demand sustainable farming, eco-friendly products, and responsible brands. Okay. So just go through this article and ये कुछ थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे ये भी मेंशन है कि palm oil has been consumed by Indians since the 19th century and the oil has a well-rounded fatty acid profile. Okay. तो इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा आप पढ़ना स्टूडेंट्स, एंड इसे हमें क्या पता चलता है कि नो ऑयल इज परफेक्ट एंड ईच ऑयल हैज अ different, this table, it tells us that each oil has a different balance of fats. That's why scientists they suggest using a mix of oils in our kitchen. अब जैसे कि फैटी एसिड कंटेंट जो कॉमन वेजिटेबल ऑयल है उसमें कितना होता है, जैसे कोकोनट ऑयल है, इट हैज 90 ग्राम ऑफ सैचुरेटेड फैट्स एंड 100 ग्राम ऑफ ऑयल, सो दैट्स सुपर हाई, राइट? अब सनफ्लावर ऑयल है, सेफ्लोवर है, Mustard, it has very low SFA. ओके, तो कौन सा ऑयल कितने मॉडरेशन में खा रहे हैं वो भी इंपॉर्टेंट है। अब अगर उसको बार बार हीट किया जा रहा है फिर कंज्यूम किया जा रहा है, देन अगेन इट्स हार्मफुल। ओके, सो इट डिपेंड्स, राइट? एंड द मोस्ट डेंजरस from these vegetable oil is trans fatty acids, TFAs. TFAs are very very dangerous fat, उसको तो कंज्यूम ही नहीं करना चाहिए। क्यों? क्योंकि ये नेचुरल नहीं है भी। ये जो TFAs हैं, they are not natural. They are made when oils are hydrogenated, meaning when hydrogen atoms are added to make liquid oil solid. लिक्विड ऑयल को सॉलिड में, जैसे घी लाइक स्ट्रक्चर देखने को मिलता है, घी एंड बटर टाइप में देखने को मिलता है, पर वो एक्चुअल में होता नहीं है। क्यों किया जाता हाइड्रोजनेशन? Hydrogenation of oil is being done to increase shelf life, but it also makes the oil super unhealthy. And TFAs, they are linked to diabetes, cancer, and even nerve disorders. तो जहां भी आपने प्रोडक्ट में देखा कि ट्रांस फैटी इज यूज्ड, never never eat those stuff. Okay, so that's all for today, students. If you like this article, share it with your friends, teachers. You can discuss this with your friends and when you are hanging out, because these things are quite important. And being a responsible and aware citizens, we must know uh, what the issue is. Like, we must know what are we eating, what are we consuming, and how the states are performing across India regarding education, right? So that will be all for today. Bye bye. I'll see you in the next episode. Stay kind, stay curious, and keep asking questions.